It's October 21st. It's been kind of a crazy year for me. Haven't made any videos. Had 2 shoulder surgeries. I can't even bow hunt this year, but I am sitting in the stand here with, I got a 22 for some pigs. Collin's out on the other side of the lease deer hunting. See how he does. Got in the stand this morning and right off the bat, wasn't here 15 minutes. Saw a nice 10-pointer. Got a little footage of that. Didn't have my camera equipment right. Also a doe came in. Kind of a weird weather day. No clouds this morning. Clouds have rolled in. It's warm, real windy and breezy, but deer's still moving. Where are you gonna hunt tonight?
I don't know. Probably, honestly, probably the tent. Unless you're hunting there.
That's definitely gonna be on the hit list.
Dude, for sure.
It's a nice deer. Last night I saw a nice big buck coming back from the stand. It was about 7 o'clock at night. I went back this evening in that same location. I followed a rub line that he was standing next to a rub when I saw him. So I went about 75 to 100 yards in the woods, found a few more rubs, followed it, and I sat here this evening and I caught up with that buck again. I got some decent video of him. Anyway, this is a pretty good little spot down here on the fence line. Wait, that's the deer I'm targeting. Hopefully we'll have another encounter.
What's up? We're out here at Chevron, just loading up, getting gas. We're on our way to Stephenville to go hunt. Second weekend of deer season. We missed the first one. It's been a busy year for us, but we're going out here, back at it.
I'm eating breakfast at Champions right now. Mountain Dew and
oh boy,
donut stick.
Mountain Dew and donuts.
So I'll be charging here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, you'll be dropping drawers.
Yeah. So I was gonna go to the tent over there.
Water pump.
Oh yeah. But I might get out and
Stalk.
sit on that road if I find out nothing's been working.
I might move around too if I don't see anything.
Hey guys, I'm seeing some sweet deer. There's a buck right down underneath me. Oh man, he's a monster. A huge 4-pointer. I'm loving it, yeah. You need to check this out. What do you think? And I love girls, yeah. Oh, this is so cool. Get some. I love it. Bye.
November 14th, back out here at the deer lease. Got a day and a half to hunt, middle of the week. Check some game trails cameras. Got a big buck I'm still after. Didn't see him last weekend, but we mainly just filled feeders and only got to hunt one day, so see if we get an opportunity to see that buck today. All the corn has run out of the feeder. All sitting there underneath the feeder. This is how my hunting season goes every time. That's frustrating. But we'll see if some deer come in to eat. love-hate relationship right now with hunting. We came down Saturday just to make sure all the deer feeders were fed, all the batteries were working, all the timers were working. In preparation for Thanksgiving week, we're going to spend a week up here. But I got a chance to come up here during the middle of the week. 3 of the 4 feeders that we filled up, 2 of them were knocked down on the ground. Cows got in, pushed over the barbed wire fence, pushed down the feeder, and ate all the corn, 300 pounds. So it's a struggle out here. Everybody knows deer hunting, know how frustrating feeder timers and batteries, filling up feeders can be.
What are you doing?
It's Monday of Thanksgiving break. I'm out for the whole week, and so we came up to come hunt. It's gonna be 40 to 60 degrees for the entire time we're here, so it's good deer hunting weather. The moon's like not out, and so they're not gonna be eating during the night, so we should have some good solid hunts. I've got a new little camera that I can zoom with finally, add some extra footage just besides my GoPro, so that should be fun to mess around with, and hopefully we can shoot something big.
Alright, it's November 21st. Gonna head out to hunt this morning. I'm feeling really under the weather, trying to get over a cold. So I'm gonna hang close to the cabin, see if I can't see some deer movement.
We finished the morning hunt, we just ate, and now we're gonna go rattle, try to find some deer. Big bucks, hopefully.
Nothing like the deer leaves. Collin cooked up some burgers, got some beans, and Full Metal Jacket. Alright, last morning of a 3-day hunt. It hadn't been so good hunting so far, so we're going to go try some different areas this morning. Give this a try, and then head back home. So hopefully we'll see something this morning.
Today's December 5th. Getting a chance to go out to the deer lease and hunt for a day and a half. It's been really warm here in Texas, 70, 80 degrees. We had a cold front come in last night. It's dropping down into the 40s right now, probably 30s tonight. So hopefully it'll get the deer moving. The wind is gonna be 20, 25 miles an hour, but we'll give it a shot anyway. Man, so I'll be honest with you, this is some of the toughest deer hunting I've had out here. December is usually really tough here at our lease, but at least you still see a few deer. There's just nothing moving. It's good cloud cover, temperature's right, it's no deer.
No deer, no focus.
November 16th now, just got out here for Christmas break with Collin. Still after that big buck. The weather just changed on us, it just started raining, got a little cold, so hopefully we'll see some deer movement. So I'm going to show you what I've been dealing with all year. Every single time we get to come hunt, this is what happens. Fill up deer feeder with about 300 pounds of corn, and cows get into it. Keep in mind, this was nice and tight when we started.
The rain's really starting to come down. I'm just hoping I get a shot at a pig that's been coming in here, or a buck. I need some meat.
Last night was pretty unsuccessful. Same thing with this morning. Give it a try this afternoon. Might go out and stalk in the middle of the day. Give that a try. Let me give you the update. I'm in pursuit of a big old buck. He's probably got an 18, 20 inch spread. He's a couple 100 yards away. I see him walking towards me, kind of in my direction, but he's a long ways off. I'm gonna try to get in position to cut him off. This might take a while. It's about an hour and a half later. I tried to stalk that big old buck. I lost track of him. I was trying to zoom in the camera. He was a good distance away. Probably 400 yards, no, probably 500 yards. Real nice area where he's at back here though. There's a lot of scrapes and a lot of big rubs. You can see this deer's rubbing everywhere. Big rubs too. You don't think there's some big old bucks back here? I just saw 3 giants this morning. That's just a sample of what's back here. I didn't even show you some of the big old scrapes. December 16th. It was a foggy morning. Man, this field is just, they're so hard to get to in this field. This field's probably 40 acres large. And they're so far away. By the time you can get in range, they usually jump into the woods gone. Those deer never saw me. They just kind of cross the fence. Also, it's really hard to get them on camera just because the footage won't be good. I gotta really zoom in. Of course, again, it was foggy this morning. Hopefully I'll get another opportunity. I've seen a couple nice bucks this year. It's been tough, been real tough. October's usually my best month. December now, it's usually real hard. Haven't been seeing many deer. These bucks are sticking to this field. They were actually chasing a doe. So it gives me a little hope that maybe the rut's still kicking in a little bit. Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas Day. Had a great Christmas, but Collin and I headed out to the deer lease. One of the reasons being is tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy and overcast. And I feel like that's gonna be one of the only days that I got a chance that buck come back out in that field and get an opportunity to get that deer. So we'll see how it goes. Plus the weather's nice and cold, so the hunting should be pretty good.
Trying to warm it up in here.
Yeah, because it's freezing. 37 degrees in here. There's our heat. My stovetop burners.
Here's the heat right here.
Ooh. Been out here about 3 hours, a little over 3 hours. I really thought this would be the morning I was gonna get that big buck. So far we've seen a 10 point with a pretty narrow spread, about a little 4 point, and about 7, 8, 9 does, something like that. It's about 9:30 in the morning. We're gonna stick it out a little longer, see if that buck will show up. The weather's right, overcast, misty. See what happens.
He's working this way though. Oh shoot, he's coming, dude. He's big. Now he's walking away from us. He's walking away now. Dude, are you sure that's not the one you've been seeing? That thing's huge.
Well, we had a pretty intense hunt this morning. At first it was slow, really not what we expected. We were looking for big bucks and we just couldn't see any. We found some does just roaming around in the field, nothing big, and then we started seeing these bucks come out and they just gradually got bigger and bigger. And you know, these monsters were just walking around out in the grass like 200, 300 yards to where it's a hard rifle shot from the tree line where we were staying. And so we started working our way out there into the field, and we found ourselves surrounded by like 15 deer, and they were just all over the place. And we ended up spooking the big one off, unfortunately, so we'll be back, I can guarantee you that.
All right, here's a scenario. It's mid-afternoon. Take a look out there. It's all fogged up, drizzly rain. That big one got away from us. We're gonna go out and try to see if the deer are still moving. I think they're gonna move all day in this type of weather. We had to warm up, get something to eat, and dry off this camera equipment. So we'll go out for another round mid-afternoon. December 26th. It's nasty outside. It's cold, it's raining, it's foggy, but the deer are moving in that field. We sat there this afternoon, saw a couple more deer pass through that field. No big bucks. So we're gonna go out for the evening hunt, give it a try again, sit there in this miserable weather, get wet. Camera lens fogs up, scope lens fogs up, binoculars fogs up, everything gets wet. We're sitting on the ground. So it's tough hunting, but see if we can get it done. There's some big bucks moving. Paya! Gonna wrap up this weekend's hunt. It was tough, it was cold, it was wet, it's pretty miserable. We spent about 20 hours in that field, long hours, hunting that field, waiting on those 2 bucks. This evening we just saw 2 smaller bucks and a few does towards the end. So it's kind of disappointing. Gonna try to get out here maybe 1 or 2 more days. I thought this might be my last hunt, but came up empty-handed. So if I can get out here one more time, Collin or I'll try to get one down. December 30th. Gonna actually get a chance to try for that big buck again. We got some brutal temperatures here in Texas. It's gonna be in the low teens. I know anybody north of the state line watching this is like, you're normal to that hunting, but for us Texans, it's cold, especially when you have cotton glove and non-insulated boots. So we had to stop by and buy some hand warmers, stick them in our boots too. But it's overcast, it's misty, those are the conditions we want for that field, for that buck to come out. We're gonna give it a shot, see if we can get it done.
Say cheese.
Here's the evening update real quick. It's not even really worth mentioning. Not a good night. We saw 2 deer in the field. I didn't even really film it. It was just so dark and foggy. It was really hard to see anything, and nothing stepped out in that field. Maybe we'll have better luck in the morning. Again, it's going to be freezing cold, wet weather. Our only bet is to hope something, one of those big bucks, just comes out in that field. It's just kind of a crapshoot right now. So what's your official opinion of this morning's hunt?
It sucked.
What he's trying to say is, I don't think you can realize, at least down south, you instantly go numb if you're out more than 30 seconds. And we saw 0 deer. It's iced over. It's pretty miserable. You're probably waiting for the conclusion of this video to have a big monster buck come down, but that may not happen. We'll be lucky to get a doe. Yeah. Ow.
How many pieces of toast do you want?
2. New Year's Eve morning, wind chill 5 degrees. We're gonna go back to that field, see if those big ones come out.
Well, maybe not that bad, but
I really don't know what to say, other than we tried hard. It's not the ending we wanted. It was fun, but that's the close of our season. We hunted this field hard and came up empty. I don't know what the hell to say. I don't know what to say.